Hello, and welcome to Three Kobolds Gaming, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Remastered, with Dorado. And tonight, we continue our Heroes of Absalom campaign. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. Wow.
Jack, do you have a cold open?
Wow. I do. I've got a course banquet.
Well played. Is that your beer of choice?
Becoming my old man beer. So I've settled into the fact that I drink like a dad, and I just buy 12 racks of Coors Banquet at the store. And I'm the guy at my local corner store who buys the 12 packs of Coors Banquet.
Nice.
A very nice Palestinian.
So you're not just like grabbing 6 racks of random craft beer that some guy
I
named
thought
Eddie
about
brewed in his basement.
I thought about how much money I spent on craft beer in my early to mid 20s, and I was like, why did I do that? Why did I give a shit?
But you live in
It's
such a
good, but
good
not
area for craft beer.
Yeah, but I go to their places and buy them. It's I don't understand why every grocery store in Richmond just sells all the Richmond beers that I actually drove. I drove past the breweries to get to the store. And that's the beer they sell. I'm like, why would I buy this here at $13 for a 6 pack? Why would I do that? Why don't I just go to the place and tip a service worker, you know? So it's a bit of a silly thing. When you live in a beer town, it is weird to buy beer in stores. You end up buying Captain's Lager from Tradition Brewing. Once a captain, always a captain. Hashtag CNU. So, that's what you end up buying.
Ben, are you a Captain's Lager kind of guy?
I mean, I've had it. Jack's bought it, and I've drank it from his fridge, and
That did happen.
it is above average at best.
That sounds like seeing you.
Yeah.
like on the best day, it's above average.
It
What's
is in
your
fact a beer.
what's your go-to? If you could only drink one beer the rest of your life, Ben, what would it be?
Well, I'm gonna avoid that question with a sidestep. So Jack and I just did a fantasy football draft, and I picked up some food, and I wanted to pick up a 6 pack for it from the brewery right next to where we got food. They don't sell 6 packs. They just sell 32-ounce cans that you can use as a 6 pack. So I bought 2 of those for Jack and I, and I'm drinking the leftovers now
How is it? What is it?
from from a glass. I'm not drinking from a 32-ounce can.
I was really excited to just randomly see the giant
No.
can tip up occasionally.
No.
What?
This is a West Coast IPA. Yeah, it's called California
Okay.
Dream.
Okay. I feel like there's some big crossovers going on with the way that craft breweries name their beers and the way that legal weed shops name their strains. Because you said
Go on.
West Coast, what was it? West Coast Hazy? What was it?
It's just a West Coast IPA called California Dreamin'.
Yeah, California Dreamin'. You said California Dreamin', and I was like, that's out of a
That's a great
movie
strain.
from the 90s. Jack Black is in that movie, and he says California Dreamin' at some point in a wink wink nudge nudge to the camera about weed.
Yep.
Just random thoughts that cross my mind. Somebody should study that.
It's not bad, you know. It's a decent IPA.
Dan.
Yes, I think Modelo is my favorite go-to
Modelo.
beer.
Modelo's a
It's the
really
most
good one.
available.
Are you a Modelo with the lime wedge or no?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe some salt, tahine.
So, are you a Modelo over Corona guy?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I would prefer Modelo over Corona.
Modelo's good.
Modelo's probably
Both
my favorite
represented.
cerveza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the perfect beach beer.
Yep.
It's the perfect beach beer. Emily Grace. Avid,
You know me.
well-known beer drinker, connoisseur.
I
I've got two. All right. My everyday carry, if you will, is a Bud Light. Look, come after me all you want. It's basically like drinking water,
Mm,
and
you're hydrating.
that's the appeal, right? That's the selling point. But if it's not Bud Light, it's going to be Bloodline IPA. Stuff is good. It's a citrus IPA. Love citrus IPAs. But I'm very much with Jack in the why am I spending this much money on beer? Why am I spending that much money on beer? So for special occasions, Bloodline, but EDC is definitely. I said Budline. Bloodline. Anyways,
Bloodline or Bud Light?
I really tripping myself up there. Speaking of intangible qualities of effervescent and ephemeral beings, much like the intangible qualities of a good West Coast IPA named California Dream, you now find yourselves in the dungeon of one such intangible figure. The ruins of Karnas, the Angel Binder. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever listened to like a Rammstein song outside of Du Hast,
Oh, sure.
but this is
Yeah,
like,
with their big Rammstein face.
I need you to just picture the city of Absalom, barely more than a town, 3,000 years ago. Like, no concrete walls, concrete not in like the building material, but like in the philosophical sense. Like, no established walls, no mega temples, no coins district, just kind of like an ancient Greece almost vibe of this sprawling town of small buildings. And just over the horizon, a large tower creeps into view with this black haze hanging around it. Maybe you're grabbing a croissant on your morning walk to work and you're like, huh, that's kind of weird. And then like 18 hours later, as this monument has clarified and gotten closer and closer, the subtle sounds of a chugging guitar in the background, slow and steady. Jun, 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 cheerio, as thousands upon thousands of angels come into view with long spiked chains running from their shoulders. Dozens of angels on each chain lifting a tower into the air. And as the drum break starts to hit, spells of incalculable destruction begin to rain from the top of the tower, as everyone you know rushes out into the field to do something about this. On that day, Karnas was defeated. One of the greatest recoveries in Absalom's history, the Radiant Siege, named after the radiant beings that were broken and bent to the will of Karnas. And though the man may be gone, his legacy remains in the implement of his destructive power, the Radiant Spark. Turns out you kind of need that kind of magic at the moment. Something that can bend the minds of even those with a divine gift. And so delve you have deep below Fort Tempest into the ruins of Karnas' siege tower. Standing before you is a multi-layered prismatic wall. Now, I should note, as we go to the map, it's not your only option, but it's certainly the biggest option. On the left and right are each a white slab with 4 independent glowing blue runes. And floating in different lettering, what Weaver was able to decipher as daemonic script, writing out celestial phonetics, requiring a combination of the two languages to understand. By the Master's 5 progressions, from servitude to wisdom, the way is opened.
By the Master's 5 progressions.
From servitude to wisdom, the way is opened.
Number 2 we got is not a religious symbol, but we don't know what it is. We don't have number 4, but we don't have number 5. Number 6, also not religious, is Hamza bin Gamal. 7, Av Sheros, the Delightful, and 8 we don't have yet.
Or I have
Yes.
notes written that it's similar to the previous symbol in stylization and is religious in nature for number 4. So similar to Charon's symbol and is religious, but we don't know what it is.
So probably one of the horsemen.
Another horseman would be my expectation. And
What do
probably
we
the
know
horseman.
about Karnas? What Karnas's backstory?
Yeah, so
We've
Got
got
a
his
whole handout.
Yeah.
Hamza
Oh.
was his first master. That was the person he was first sold to, Hamza bin Gamal, and then Hamza sold him to a horseman, not Charon, but another one, the former horseman of Pestilence, who kind of gave up the throne or whatever.
Right.
Keoleros, or yeah, however you pronounce that.
The
Yeah.
twice risen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other horseman that was mentioned. That was the horseman of Pestilence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would expect also.
I'll write that in pencil.
Whenever somebody who has better than trained in religion wants to maybe look at these symbols for the first time in their lives, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I can. We're done healing now. I assume so.
Yeah, we
Fearing,
take about 2 hours as Weaver, Kashak, and Twinkletoes are looking at these symbols, going back and forth, doing this kind of deductive reasoning. Fearin finally finishes tying up the last of the bandages, as
Finally.
Kashak is like, I don't know, that's the extent of my religious knowledge. And
Fearing's
you step over.
I'm so thankful that I'm done healing you all. It was such challenging, hard work that is ultimately thankless at the end of the day. I'm so happy to be able to
You
rest
did
now.
such a good job.
Thank you, and I feel like I deserve a thank you so much.
What did you say,
Hey,
Farron? I need you to
But
look at these
come look at
symbols.
these.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll roll religion.
Jack, can you give me a perception check for Kashak as well? Anybody else who
Oh,
would like
God.
to is
Oh
welcome to.
God.
45. Fearin will come look at the.
Pick a number.
Not
Not 2.
Okay, not 2. I'll look at number. We have 3. We have 1, 3, 6, 7. We don't want to do 2, so I'll do 4.
4. Probably vindicating some of the discussion that was previously had with a confirmation on Seolyros, the twice risen, previous horseman of pestilence.
I have a 50 perception check for you.
Amazing.
That's that's better than mine.
Kashak, as you kind of like step away to let Farron get a closer look, you start looking around the room. Um, you don't notice too much with the kind of walls and structure of the room itself. A lot of ruin, a lot of rubble and cave-in. But you do notice that interspersed within the rubble, much like the previous chamber that you came in from, is a number of long, long rotted away corpses. So bone, skeletons, desiccated husks of leather, and pitted, rotted metal armor and
Oh, yeah.
weapons. But amongst this much larger collection, you find a number of pieces of antique armor. 4 suits of serviceable antique armor that would be worth an exceptional amount to collectors in this condition, to the tune of 2,500 gold each for the 4 sets.
Wow.
Nice.
And maybe
Very cool.
just as you pass by kind of the spot where Farron's token is, where he's peering at the symbols from 30 feet away, you notice a glint on the otherwise matte doorway. As you look closer, you realize that there is a rune subtly carved into the door. Very, very tiny. Maybe no larger than a pinky's fingernail. With a slight sheen to it.
I want to touch it. I touch it.
Touch it.
You touch
I
it?
touch it. I touch it.
Why would you touch it?
I'm touching it.
Does Weaver notice him touch it?
No.
Damn it.
You'll notice certainly the effects of what happens as a
Why
bright
would he?
blue flash erupts from the room. Gets all up in your face, Kashak. Blinding momentarily.
Ah,
I need you to roll a will save. So it is a rune that was carved into the door with the faintest hint of something like reflective in it.
okay.
Again, tiny, like smaller than my pinky nail.
I have a 45 on that will save for you.
Wait. Is this a spell being cast?
This is a very loaded question.
So I just want to point out for recognize spell, which is a reaction. I am in line of sight. A trap or similar object casts such a spell. That's a trigger for me being able to recognize what's happening. If it's a
It
spell being
specifically
cast.
identifies trap.
Yes, a trap or
Oh.
similar object casts such a spell. That is the rule. That is in the wording of the trigger part of recognize spell.
A spell is being cast from ostensibly, potentially, maybe a trap.
Well, I would like to roll as a reaction.
Okay.
What the hell is happening? I am using Arcana. Could be a 48.
A 48. Is attempting to cast a dominate spell on Kashak.
Yeah, Weaver is going to immediately counter spell, which yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't he? How many times has Kashak been 6 against us horribly? Do I have a spell for this? Dominate is mental, so do I use my 9th level spell for this?
You already rolled it.
Yeah, I rolled it.
You didn't
Do
say
you
it, did you?
do you have the Indomitable?
No, I do not have a modifier for my will save. Let me be more clear. I don't have a class feature that changes the.
Just so we're all aware.
Just roll on a d20, yeah. Will, did you hear my result?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not hear his result. Can I hear his result?
No chance.
Especially considering
That's why I
you
haven't said
asked
shit.
after he announced the results of his will save.
Damn it. I was not paying attention. I was too busy looking up the freaking rules for
Honestly, better.
recognize
You know?
spell. I'm going to let it happen. Weaver does not.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell
I
yeah.
believe in Kashak. What
That's
did you
my
roll?
boy right there.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 45.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
That would have been really funny if he rolled like a natural one or something.
Two.
Yeah.
Shit,
I-
yeah.
I have complete faith in my friend.
31.
Kashak, you, in the back of your cold and calculating lizard brain, just hear, kill them. Kill them all. And your mind immediately begins to go to work as you begin kind of twitching towards your bow, feeling that urge as you begin to calculate trajectories. How quickly can you get off arrows? Who do you need to target first as you begin studying Fearin? And then you're like, no, I don't think I will. And you shove it down.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately,
Hell yeah.
not as a spell or full, effect, but just as part of being a trap, you are going to take some damage.
Dirty in mind.
I thought perhaps it would open the door or change something about the symbols.
No, that was you were going to kill us. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, I see that now.
Kashak turns as he's speaking to you, and you just see thick, like, black lines of necrosed flesh across his face as you take 52 points
Oh.
of spirit damage.
That's insane.
That's
I have
a lot
two.
of
Can
damage.
Weaver recall knowledge on what that could be? Like what kind of a effect?
Yeah, what was cast on me?
Would you like to inspect the trap?
Sure. What yeah. I inspect the trap. What do I roll
Okay.
for that?
What would you like to roll for recall
Arcana.
knowledge?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, a 2, but let's see how bad that could be. It's gonna be a 37.
37? I mean, you know the spell effect? You're not really sure what he took damage from necessarily, other than just like a bunch of magical energy erupted in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed like kind of a two-part trap.
Can I observe it with a thievery check and see if I can figure out what hurt him uh, as part of the trap, since that seems to be more of a physical part of the trap, maybe.
I'm going to tell you, you're not going to get any additional information from what I just
Okay.
told. Literally, quote unquote, magic. Lots of powerful magical energy erupted in his face and damaged his spirit.
I think that this game should do more of that. I think that we always like tie it to a specific spell effect, and I think there's so much emphasis on like, what was the effect? And it's like, no,
No.
you just got hit in the head by magic. Like, get over
And I mean,
it.
like, not even to sound like a cop out, but like, you know, you touched a magical mine and it ripped a piece of your soul away. Like,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
that's all it
absolutely
was.
Absolutely makes sense.
And on top of that, it tried
Period.
to dominate your mind.
Yep.
Either of you, it being a magical trap, actually. So, Weaver theoretically has the ability to disarm it. Twinkletoes, what is your proficiency in thievery?
I'm legendary, baby.
Ah, so you also theoretically have the ability to disarm it. Who wants to go first?
Is it for this wall specifically?
It's for that doorway specifically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant. Weaver's actually gonna go inspect this doorway.
I'll give it a go. There. Kashak, can you move over a bit? If you had damaged soul, maybe go talk to Fear in a bit.
I'm just so enamored by this
Get some
rune.
therapy, my man.
Go to therapy!
I just want to touch the rune again. Looks so
All right.
nice.
I'm gonna try to disarm it.
Oh wait, now there's an idea. A
Boom,
similar
baby, that's a 50.
dominate trap that just tells you to keep pressing the button and it keeps exploding in your
Just makes
face.
you kill yourself. Yeah.
Lizard.
Lizard. It gets me so much, and I've gotten so deep into it now that I'm starting to get like indie producers who are just mixing songs and putting lizard for the drop. It's so good, but true brain rot. Go ahead and roll a thievery and
I did, I got a 50.
a 50.
Yeah.
I don't think, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you've disarmed a magical trap in this game before.
No.
It's very exciting.
We'll go ahead and throw out a hero point for that. For the first magical
Nice.
trap disarm requiring legendary
Nice.
proficiency.
And let that be a lesson to everyone watching. You get rewarded for not disarming traps.
Yeah, true. I appreciate Jack letting me do the thing once before you all start rolling perception checks every 10 feet. It is a slow and careful process. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Kashak, but you would have mentioned a little bit about what flashed through your mind there.
Oh, yeah.
Twinkle, as you're thinking about this, you're like, the light weight of the hilt feels a little bit heavier on your side as you very slowly, very carefully etch out the rune that was inscribed, essentially diffusing, running new channels out from the rune to diffuse it into the doorway itself. It's slow, it's painstaking, and at the very last moment, you have to kind of connect the channels that you've made to the original rune. And then there's just this faint kind of acceptance that comes in that final moment, because you know you have to. And if you know you're good, and if you've done your work right, there won't be an issue. But if you didn't, that's a whole nother set of issues. And as you scribe that last millimeter, Nothing happens. You watch
Hey.
as the rune begins to pulse blue, gradually fading with each pulse. And you see the doorway creaking, splintering wood, cracking under the weights of the magic being forced into it. Weaver, you're checking out the other door.
I am. Do I need to roll perception or do I see a rune? Like, if I know I'm looking for one.
You certainly don't need to, but it would help if you did.
I'll also cast Detect Magic, but my perception was
Sure.
a 35.
35. You do not see any runes on this door. You also do not detect any magic coming off of this door specifically. That being said, there are two things that you do notice about this door. The first is that there seems to be an alternating draft or current of air coming out and then in, out and then in from under the doorway.
Oh gosh.
I don't like that.
It's
Something
slow.
big is breathing.
It's slow. Takes you a moment to realize, but you soon begin to see the dust particles that it kicks up, slowly drifting in and out. And as you cast Detect Magic, you realize that there is also magical energy emanating from beyond the doorway, again leaking from the frame.
I don't. Weaver backs up. And he goes back to the rest of the group. He relays what he learned. He also believes. It sounds like it's a mimic of some kind. A doorway mimic. I don't know. Weaver is scared.
Doorway mimic is a good guess, though.
I say
It
we
sounds.
go.
I mean, it sounds like either the door itself is a mimic or there's something big on the other side of it that's breathing hard.
I say we go.
But I've disarmed this trap,
this
so
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
If we've disarmed it, let's go. I think it could. If it's a mimic, that's a crazy guess. But I think we go.
I'm thinking about this because we have all clearly gotten to the point of the game, right, where there's a lot of player knowledge that's involved in your decision-making processes, and I've very much come off of the kind of brake pedal as we've gotten higher and higher levels because of the amount of competence that your characters would have. I think it is fair to tell you that there isn't such thing as a mimic specifically. That is a
That's a
holdover from from Dungeons and Dragons. That is not necessarily in Paizo content. That doesn't mean that there aren't
Bird.
similar creatures, but that trope isn't necessarily something that you need to concern yourselves with.
Maybe Weaver was just.
All right. I'm gonna remove your aura here quick.
Yeah.
Left that on.
Did I get my 52 health back?
Oh no.
Wait. Let's move on.
Weaver. Wait 10 minutes, maybe.
Weaver waits 10 minutes exactly.
Do we not want to
He's
roll on
tapping
the
his foot
other?
the whole time.
Do we not want to roll on the other symbols as well while we're here?
Beering can only do so much at once.
I can only do so much at one time.
Weaver's also a pretty smart guy. I don't know.
I'm the smart
Can
guy.
I
roll
take a
some
look
things.
again at some of them?
What do I roll?
I believe Twinkle Toes has already rolled religion on all of them, so you
I've
can't roll
rolled religion
religion
all of
again.
them.
I'll roll Arcana on all of them.
I would
Good
like
job.
to roll angel lore on number 5.
Okay.
That is a 45 or 44 angel lore.
It is not an angel. You are certain of that.
Okay.
Also, likely not an angel.
Okay.
Weaver, going down the
So-
line with Arcana?
Yep. Number 5. Or which ones haven't we gotten yet?
Number 2, number 5, and number 8. Number
Okay,
2
so-
is not religious.
Okay. Number 5 and number 8 I rolled for. Number 5 I got a whopping 54. And then number 8 I got a 52.
For Arcana? Or
Yes, for both. Yeah, Arcana.
did you do number 2?
Not yet. I'll do that one right now. So I rolled a 19 and then a 17, and then I just got a natural 20 for
Those
A
are
Arcana.
just
natural
smart.
20?
Yeah. That's going to be a total of 55.
Number 8 does not appear to be something that is arcane in nature.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the coven symbol of the night hags
I knew it!
of the harvesters of the cage.
Okay,
Of the hags
so
of the harvesters of the cage.
can I give you my other guesses right now?
Sure.
I think number 5 is going to be Tegrison, the Laughing Fiend, and number 8 might be Callistria. Those are my guesses.
Being Calistria is fun. Wait, so the coven say number 2 again, the full like title.
Coven of the Night Hags.
Night hag coven, the harvesters of the cage.
Fiend.
And it's written in the handout that we have. It's
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's why
for
Emily
some
Grace
reason
is pulling
it's
like
not
17
working in
proper
my brain.
nouns. That we have these things written in our notes.
The hags of the coven of the cage of the hags of the harvesters of the
Night
cage.
Coven
of the coven.
Harv Cave. Coven Cage
I don't remember the hags.
Harvest.
Oh,
Can
was
I?
oh.
That's who it is sold to.
Number 5, you also succeeded on an arcana.
Nice.
And it is indeed Tegrison, the laughing fiend.
Boom, baby!
With 54 on that roll, you would know a little bit about Tegrison. A malevolent but obscure enigma that seems to be caged within a personal demiplane known as the prison of the laughing fiend. Those
Prism?
rare
Like prism or prison?
prison,
Like jail.
like a prison cell.
Okay.
Those rare texts referring to Tegrizin describe him only as a fiend of unknown type and origin, a being of lies often manifested as a fox-headed quasit or imp with a scorpion's tail.
Cool.
A little bit different from the Laughing Chain from Critical Role.
So we just have number 8 is the one that I did not get, right? Or,
Correct, and it is not arcane in nature.
Did you
uh,
roll religion on number 8, Ben?
No, I've not done that yet. I'm still healing.
$43, you say? This would be the symbol of Jacarcus,
Oh.
the Collector, demonic harbinger.
Is that one in the notes? I don't remember seeing that name.
No, can you give us a
How do you spell
spelling on that?
Jacarcus?
Jakarkas. Jacarcus, the Collector, demonic harbinger. Daemonic, D-A-E.
Yeah, I'd love to know who Jacarcus the Collector is.
Have we heard that
Yeah.
name before?
So Nethys and Jacarcus are the only two not in the backstory.
Jacarcus.
Are we opening the western door, or are we thinking about this a little longer?
If that's all they can get done in 10 minutes, then yeah, let's open the.
Were you
I
able to?
passed my legendary medicine check, so Kashak is full health.
Okay, yeah, that was my question. Who's opening the door?
Looks like TT.
I will. Well, first, let me do another perception check on it. Just to make sure there's no other traps on this thing.
The classic double trap.
35.
As far as you can tell, there are no traps.
I'll open it.
You reach out, inching your hand towards the knob.
Well, I think I do it pretty determinedly if I don't think there's any traps.
You grab the doorknob. And I need you to roll a thievery check. It's locked.
Okay. 46.
Okay, give me one more.
42.
And in a quick 12 seconds after you initially jiggle the lock, the pins slide into place and the knob turns.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Both of those should have had a +2.
If that's the case, it's still locked.
Damn. Suffering from my own success.
Dude. A hallway. Let me describe this hallway to you.
What?
It wraps around on the map. Sorry.
Does it? Yeah.
The hallway
Don't worry about
here
it. Don't worry
goes
about
off of the map. It wraps around. Don't.
No, we never metagame based on the map design of a dungeon. Ever. We've never done that, and no one would ever do that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. This is true. The ceiling of this narrow hallway stretches 20 feet high. An elaborate mural spans the entire height of both walls on either side of the hall. The mural shows a series of scenes, all centered around a man of obvious celestial descent. The half-angel wears beautiful, translucent robes, and a halo made of blue-green fire floats above his head. The protagonist is depicted in several scenes, fighting celestial beings, studying magical tomes and libraries of fire, or breaking free of prismatic chains. Ancient paintbrushes and wooden buckets of paint line the floor abutting the mural. And when I say floor to ceiling and ceiling, I mean every inch that is not the ground you walk upon is covered in these depictions.
Wow.
Mm.
You're welcome to continue on. You're welcome to roll perception checks if you're looking for anything in specific.
Do that.
Magic.
Yeah, can I roll like recall knowledge religion on these images? Figure
Sure.
out if this is supposed to be Karnas or someone else. Or I would like to roll angel lore.
Shit. Yeah. Yes.
That was carried by
47 angel
angels.
lore.
One of the first images that you see from the doorway here is an image of this figure as a child, standing in chains between an angelic figure who you're able to recognize as Chevros. There seems to be a human woman standing on the other side. One would assume that this is Karnas and his parents.
Yeah.
There's also some text under this mural. A kind of almost museum-like description. Rage and abuse stokes the flames of potential. So too, let your own past stoke your devotion, and the Master shall reward you well. Thus we emulate him. And this is written in Celestial.
Can you read it one more time?
Rage and abuse stokes the flame of potential. So too, let your own past stoke your devotion, and the Master shall reward you well. Thus we emulate him.
Woof.
I'll get that from you later. Okay.
I've got it written.
How? Cool. Glad.
I think that, so just a thought experiment, I think that the 5 progressions from servitude to wisdom were Avsheros to Hamza, Hamza to the Coven to Kaeleros, Kaeleros to what the text we read described as setting out on his own, and then from having set out on his own, he sought out and entered into a bargain willingly with Tegrison the Laughing Fiend, who gave him the Radiant Spark, and then he went on this mission to Absalom to take the test of the Starstone and died. So I think those are the 5 progressions. I don't know what to do with that information.
So you
But-
said Avsheros.
Yeah,
The
he was
Coven?
born to Avsheros, his father, and then his father gave him to Hamza. Hamza was like the first person he was sold to.
Okay.
The second progression being Hamza sold him to the Coven. The third progression being the Coven, I think, either gifted or sold him to Kaeleros for service. Fourth progression, Kaeleros used him for a long time and twisted his soul, and then it just says that he set out on his own, which I don't know what, that's suspicious. But then the fifth progression being willingly entering into a bargain with Tegrison the Laughing Fiend.
So I wonder if it's like the 5 progressions being 1 to Avsheros, 2nd to Hamza ben Gamel, 3rd to the Coven, 4th to Kaeleros, 5th to Tegrison, because there's not really an option for...
Yeah, I don't love the idea of a progression being sitting out on his own.
But it's progressions
Especially-
from servitude to wisdom. So how did he progress from servitude to wisdom with going to Avsheros? He was just born to Avsheros.
What is
you know what I
Nethys
mean?
the god
Yeah.
of?
Magic.
Okay.
The one who doesn't fit is Charon, the Horseman of Death.
And
Obviously, we don't know
Jakarkus.
who Jakarkus is, but like, Charon really doesn't fit. Where does Charon figure into this at all?
I mean, there might be like some red herring symbols that don't get pressed in this progression. Like, for those who are not, I don't know.
Yeah, so it could be, to your point. Oh, if it's like a symbol code to open the door, yeah, of Sheros to
That-
Hamza to Kaeleros, no, to Coven to Kaeleros to Tegrison.
Yeah, 7, 6, 2, 4, 5.
I mean, fuck it, do we want to try it? Or do we want to sneak around a little more?
I
See what else
mean,
we can hear.
What's behind
that's kind of spicy.
the breathing door?
I don't like whatever's going to be behind this prismatic door or prismatic
The
wall.
thing is
That's not really bad.
that it's a prismatic door. So if we fuck with this, we're gonna get fucked if we're wrong.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
So maybe
are
we
we? Like, is it going to do anything to us if we get it wrong, you think?
It will be affected.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming the worst.
We kind of need to know who Jakarkus is first before we do anything.
Yeah, can we roll recall
Wait,
knowledge on
yeah.
Jakarkus?
I'll roll society.
I'll roll religion.
I'll roll
Iruxilor.
religion too.
Ooh, that's a
It's
good
gonna be a
roll.
nice little 46 society.
Got a 46 Iruxilor for you.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn my first hero point on that natural one. Actually, I'll wait until I hear what Ben got before I do that.
51 religion.
I'll save mine. I'll save my hero point.
51 religion.
Yeah.
So they are the title Daemonic Harbinger tells you more than anything else. A harbinger amongst the daemons are the few that are able to distinguish themselves and rise to power above even the direct servants of the horsemen of the apocalypse. They are essentially second in power only to the riders of the apocalypse themselves. They are the most powerful daemons that reside in Abaddon.
Abaddon?
That's
Abaddon. Yes.
A baddie.
crazy.
A baddie.
Baddie. Jakarkus is a baddie.
Jakarkus is a baddie.
That being said, you're not particularly familiar with Jakarkus the Collector. Mostly because daemons tend to stay in Abaddon.
A baddie. Abdaddy.
Abdad.
Go daddy.
Save for the horsemen, or other lesser entities that are summoned to other planes. And amongst them, there are countless daemons. So there are probably a large number of these harbingers, both present and past. This is not something that you're familiar with. This
That's my
Jakarkus
next
the
question:
Collector.
is how many harbingers like are there out in the multiverse?
You would be pressed to know the answer to that, even if you were on the plane itself.
Okay,
Whoa.
that's good, right? Like,
For the riddle, yes.
it's worse if it's like, oh, the harbinger. That's like the most powerful creature that you've ever run into. Like,
I mean, obviously.
that's
yeah.
scarier, right? But like, there's a
But-
bunch of these things.
Well, I don't know if there's a bunch of them, but
A bunch.
Is that more or less than a dozen? How many is a couple? A few?
No, a bunch of bananas is just more than one banana. But
How many
like,
is some?
That's banana specific.
I don't think you
Hold
can
on.
say two
That's
bananas.
banana
or
specific.
a
Forty-
bunch
No,
of
no,
you
no.
cannot
Banana
say-
specific.
you cannot say two bananas are a bunch.
Two
of
I don't
bananas
think
are a
two
bunch if
bananas.
they're still connected. They are a
I
small
don't think you
bunch.
can say
Yeah,
that.
They're a
that-
small
I don't-
bunch.
That is what qualifies a bunch of bananas.
Listen,
is the connection
That's
point.
I get that, like, taxonomically, that's probably true. That's crazy.
Yeah, no one would
Yeah,
say
sure. Yeah,
If you-
sure.
if
I'm
you
not-
were- if we were playing,
I take
if we were playing Pictionary or Telestrations, and I asked you to draw a bunch of bananas,
I would draw more than two for sure, but like
there you go.
But there are multiple numbers that would equate to a bunch of
Yeah.
bananas.
yeah.
If any of you all said, if I asked you all to give me a bunch of bananas, and one
Actually,
gave me
no,
two
I
bananas-
might
You
just draw
gave me
two.
two
I might
bananas?
just draw two. If it was
I did-
Pictionary and I
no.
had a minute, yeah.
You would draw 3 every time.
No,
Every single time you draw
no,
3
I
bananas.
actually think I would do two. Like, you know how you do the cherries? Like with the two, I think I would do the same thing, but with
Is
bananas.
that a bunch of cherries? Or 2 cherries and a bunch of cherries? No
Yeah,
way.
All
I'm
right.
fucking sure they're connected.
Worse.
A bushel of cherries.
Legally speaking, by the grocery store definition, it's 6 to 12.
Yeah, here we go. There we go.
What? I mean,
I've
okay.
never-
Do you want? I'm
I-
sorry. Did you want a cluster of bananas? Usually 10 to 20.
Oh,
No, that's too many bananas.
that's too many bananas.
You
They're gonna go bad before I
You
can eat them.
can't find that many bananas together at the grocery store. They're normally
think they
in
Bet you
one
could
to
at Costco.
7. Sometimes you can find 8 if you're lucky.
Oh. You hear that, Dan? Add that to your list.
Done.
A cluster of bananas.
I was gonna look up how many bananas grow together, but I autofilled how many
A
bananas
lot.
give you radiation poisoning.
Or,
Several thousand.
or.
How many bananas would I need to eat to become radioactive? What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure.
What? What is happening to you?
What the hell?
Whoa.
A typical adult contains around 140 grams of potassium, of which about 16 milligrams is potassium
Yeah.
40,
Potassium is radioactive.
making you 280 times more radioactive than a banana. Eating
There's-
one increases your total amount of potassium 40 by 0.4%, which is detectable with a sensitive Geiger counter, but the effect is temporary since your metabolism fucking eats that shit.
0.4% sounds like.
I wonder if anybody in chat, without Googling it, can pull the radioactive half-life of K40. See if he still remembers.
Okay, so 50 million bananas would be a lethal radiation dose.
Ingested or like on my body? Like laying
Yeah,
on top
lethal
of me?
radiation.
I think you have to
dose.
ingest them.
Yeah, because like it would have to be super concentrated because at a certain number of bananas, you're no longer getting radiation from the outermost bananas.
Yeah, you're like you can't eat them quickly
Hold on.
enough for them
Wait,
to
wait.
be digested.
Yeah, what would kill me first though? The radiation or eating 50 million bananas?
At this point, it's the prismatic wall that expands through the room.
Yeah, true.
That's a good point.
50 bananas is the equivalent radiation of a dental X-ray.
That's
There's no way that's true. That's too
That-
few bananas.
that's I think the most surprising thing that I've heard about this entire banana
Yeah.
discussion.
No, that's crazy. There's no way that's true. Cause I eat a lot of bananas. That's not good for me.
Well, thanks for letting me know. I'm not gonna hang out with you now.
I think mostly this just goes to show how
Radioactive.
like radioactivity is definitely scary, but like you can have a lot of radioactivity and not be like in danger.
I'm gonna tell the doctor or the med tech no next time I get an X-ray and they give me that. I'm gonna say no. I've eaten enough bananas. I'm.
I ate 50 bananas this morning.
Actually,
And I'm ready for round
too
2.
radioactive for that.
I'm going for the 500 million.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and take a break to get this energy just out of
Why
here.
are we a little too silly?
I haven't been able to finish more than 2 sentences in a row all night.
I'm gonna eat a banana.
So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick tenor. We'll be back at 8:20 Eastern Standard. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you in just a bit. Welcome back. You all have a decision to make, and it's not how many bananas to purchase at Costco. 3 doors, one of which seems to be blocked via combination lock in the old style. It's like they had on those Continental homes back in the 1800s. Prismatic walls with a combination lock. You also have 2 doors, one of which seems to be, I don't know, breathing magic for some reason. That's pretty interesting. Wonder what's going on back there. You could find out.
What doors breathe, to be honest.
You could find out.
This guy's eating a fucking banana on stream.
But I
can't.
I figured.
I can't with this guy.
It's crazy how he chose to like break rule number 1 of the internet like immediately after that conversation.
Ben, how does it feel to have eaten half of a bunch of bananas?
One down, 49 to go.
I'm getting a dental X-ray one way or another, baby. You also have a lovely art-infused museum hallway.
That feels like a problem for another time.
That was a crazy way to out yourself on the internet.
That's rage bait. That's what that is.
I would love to open the other breathing door. I think this mural door is great. I think it's awesome. There are no imminent threats behind it. I would love to deal with the other door first.
I should say, before you finalize your decisions,
Sure.
looks like this hallway,
Mural from the life.
this hallway goes 20, 40, 45, 50, 55 feet straight, mural, all the way down before making a left turn. 90-degree left turn to the south. Just so you have all of the information that you
There
would.
are paints and paintbrushes all along the floor, you said?
Yeah. There are buckets of like dried paint. Like basically just dust at this point, probably. And
Yeah, but that
old
could be revitalized with the proper mediums. And
brushes. This is a role-playing game. live out your fantasies.
Diana were here, she would snag those up. Twinkle Toes is not a crafter.
What's the plan, Stan?
Open some doors.
Do we want to
Other-
try it?
Other door.
A prismatic one?
No, I think we do that last.
Yeah, I don't. I got scared in the break. I don't want bad things to happen to me.
Plus.
Playing the wrong game, but
See,
I
here's
earned that one.
here's the thing though.
Uh-huh.
This is reverse psychology. We think that the prismatic wall is going to be the bad thing, but actually it's whatever's breathing magic back here that's going to be the really bad thing.
Can I roll a perception check on the breathing door?
absolutely can.
36.
36, you said.
I say.
You notice the same thing that Weaver did as you get up there and stop moving, the little eddies of current blowing dust back and forth under the door. Even
Door is not magical.
putting a hand up to the side, kind of where it meets the frame, you can feel the currents of air. As far as you can tell, there are no traps.
I'm going to open the door.
I take out my little earbuds from the guided tour at the museum and come over.
You put them on, and it just gives a very long Osiriani introduction.
I don't understand any of it.
Gotta pay more attention at the kiosk. Open the door. This one is not locked. And you reveal a hallway. Go figure.
Oh, shit.
The floor of this winding hall is littered with more rusted remains of weapons, still clutched by skeletons wreathed in ancient mail and tattered uniforms. Fallen stones and dust lie heavily upon the floor of this ancient hallway, and structural cracks trace their way along both the walls and ceiling alike. However, flashes of multicolored energy occasionally emanate from these cracks in the wall at a seemingly random interval.
Is that what's like pushing the dust or air or eddies out of the door? It's like these pops and like it's poof.
It's hard to say, because as you're looking, right, you watch one of these flashes go off, and the air currents don't seem to react to it. It seems like whatever the impetus is farther down this complex.
Do they look dangerous? Like to the touch or to contact?
It's flashing magical energy. There's only way to find out for sure if it's dangerous to the touch or contact.
Right. Can I roll perception on the rest of the hallway? Some of the weapons and stuff that's on the ground. Just
Sure.
general look over to the hallway here.
Absolutely, my friend.
How is a 49 for you?
49 feels pretty good. The stuff in this hallway is way worse condition, presumably due to whatever is impacting this area. Nothing salvageable like you found in the previous room, but more of the same kind of clear signs of struggle. I want you guys to keep in mind that Karnos ostensibly enslaved beings from the outer planes. And when these beings die, they don't leave corpses behind.
Mm-hmm.
So you are only seeing the dozens upon dozens upon dozens of Absalonians that died in these hallways without any
These are
sense
mortals.
of what impact their lives actually had in this battle. You do know that the city was successful, but at what cost?
Yeah. All right. I will, if it looks relatively safe to enter, I will come in and at least kind of walk down to this first break in the hallway and take a look down to the left.
All right.
You said there were flashes of
I'll
magic,
come with.
right?
Sure did, bud.
Weaver would like to identify those flashes of before entering.
Are you rolling a recall knowledge?
I was rolling it like an identify magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm gonna roll a
Door.
40.
40, you say?
Yeah.
In. Crap. This appears to be just a smorgasbord of a lot of different kinds of random elemental magical energy just leaking out into the room in cracks and flashes. All of it is ostensibly evocation magic. And you can tell that there are random elemental types of acid, cold, electricity, and fire just erupting in the space every so often. The further into this hallway you get, the more likely it is that you will get hit. And it will likely hurt, unless you dodge.
All right. Weaver
So they're
definitely
just
calls
all
out.
over the place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the floor, walls, and ceiling are all spider-webbed with these structural fissures, and magic is just exploding out of them. Random places, random times, no discernible pattern or control. Again, the longer you stay in here or the longer you move through this hallway, the more likely you are going to get hit with something.
It'd be best for just me to explore the hallway first.
See, two characters immediately get out of the hallway.
He says that like facing forward, and he looks behind him, and no one's there. They're all standing on the other side of the doorway. Right.
Everyone's just giving you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right then. So just a door to the left.
Yep.
I'll go farther. Look to the right.
You immediately turn after looking and seeing nobody behind you and step on a crack, breaking your mother's back. Roll a reflex save.
Oh no, my mother. I am pretty good at these. 45 with evasion.
45. You begin to feel more so than notice the heat welling up under your foot and dash across quickly enough to avoid the flames that erupt in magical form. Get to there. Take a look around. This is really, I think, one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know what it is.
You're gonna love this one, Jack.
Door.
This
Instant door.
one was made specifically for you.
I'm gonna end everyone's life. Keep going.
Give me a reflex save.
Yeah. Oh, that's a million. 53.
53. A bolt of electricity. You feel like well, I don't know if lizards would, because normally you would feel like your hair stand up on end, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get that like ozone smell, and you duck as a line of electricity rockets across horizontally
Well,
the hallway.
Alligators have electro sensors all over them, like to detect movement in water. So I imagine those would just be
Really?
like pinging. Yeah.
I didn't know Kachuk was an alligator.
He's kind of an alligator.
That's a really cool fact. I don't want to take away from that.
Yeah.
Alligator electro sensors. Huh. Yeah.
Get there.
So my electro sensors are going crazy right now. So.
Yeah. Bolt of electricity, you duck under faster than lightning, as they say.
Daily animal facts with Emily Grace.
Door.
Door. Okay. And then right. Come on,
What
give me
is
another
it?
S. Give me another S. Give me
I-
another.
What is this?
Give me another 2 scores down and then a right turn. I'm going. I'm going. I'm seeing this to the end.
Give me another reflex save.
Kashak has it going down there.
What?
Kashak.
51.
81.
Kashak. Kashak.
An acrid smell erupts as acid just begins pouring through cracks in the ceiling. But you manage
Oh,
to
it's like multiple.
dodge out of the way pretty easily, honestly. I imagine this scene almost like pick your favorite spy movie where they throw the smoke into the room and there's just lasers,
Mm-hmm.
right, all over the
Mhm.
place. And Kachak is just waltzing through the lasers right now of acid and electricity and fire.
But with that acid one, he just like stepped a little, like 2 inches to the side, and it's just right next to him.
Like rotates the shoulder. Wow.
Is
Yeah.
Kashak the kind of secret agent that puts the earbuds in to play his theme song while he does it? He's like humming along as he.
Yeah, very Baby
Goes through.
Driver kind of
Yeah,
jam. Yeah,
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that movie.
good movie.
Such a good movie.
This one's gonna require a modicum of explanation.
Okay.
This
Hole.
is not a hole.
Well, then I don't know what it is.
I know. That's why I said it required a modicum of explanation, my friend. I'm here to help.
That's an ooze.
That is 150 feet of hallway.
So it is a hole.
Liza, what are you doing?
I don't know, man, but this is where we're at.
They gave a very clear label, 150 feet. It's pretty funny.
So this 10-foot section actually is 15 times larger than it appears on the map.
And it goes down to a door.
And it goes down to a door that looks
Okay.
like, you hold up your thumb to try to gauge the distance, and it's like the size of your thumbnail, very well off in the distance. Again, it is
It's actually just a tiny door, and it's a lot closer.
pitch black. Pitch black. But
Yeah.
punctuated by these bright flashes of electricity and flame that are popping up and down the hallway.
Okay.
Then
Kashak will return. However
This is a
many.
very dangerous rave.
go ahead and give me 3.
Yeah. 54. Threw my die into the absolute stratosphere. That's a D12. Okay, here we go. That's a 43.
Okay.
And then another 53.
I look down, I look back up. Jack's gone. I think he got hit by electricity in real life. There he
I
is.
was cosplaying.
No, he
the,
dropped his dice. He said.
I was role
He
playing.
went to the stratosphere to get his dice.
Playing with rolling dice, yes. Yeah, I mean, you all watch this last, what is that, 30 feet of Kashak just like kind of waltzing as a ray of ice just storms past behind him. A lightning bolt from the ceiling, flames jettisoning out of both walls, just hop, skip, and a jump, and he's out, untouched.
Things, and then when he's coming back, he just kind of like walks down the hallway. Feels pretty safe to me. There's a total of 3 doors. One right here, and he kind of just points at this break here. One about 15 or 20 more feet down the hallway. And then there's a hole that I first thought was only about 10 feet wide, but then as I looked closer, it was actually more like 150 feet wide, with a door at the end of that one. So close
Yeah.
door,
Very
slightly
large
less
door
close
at
door.
the end. Then
Oh yeah, big door.
very weird optical illusion
So,
for them to do.
Yeah.
Big door.
Close door, another door, a 150-foot tall door. Okay.
Almost got the spit take. Let me ask
Yeah.
a muddying question.
Yeah, dog.
Does
Muddy
Twinkletoes want to press the buttons?
Yeah, I want to press the fucking button.
Does Twinkletoes press the buttons?
No.
Okay.
She pets Sheethra while she waits for Kashak, and she's like, I know Kashak wouldn't want me to do it. I know.
Sheethra
I
gets the
know,
message and punches the
he wouldn't
buttons.
want me to do it.
All right. Show me on the map where you're going.
If everyone's cool, I'd love to just go down this mural hallway and see where that ends up.
Do it.
No, I'm going this time.
Is this the order?
Sure.
Yeah,
Kashak,
of
are
course.
you leaving Sheether here, or are you
No, she's gonna come.
ensmallifying her, or is she squeezing?
If she would be squeezing in the hallway, then I will do that. I will smallify her. I thought you weren't squeezing until you were like in a space a quarter of your space. Like the squeeze action is like really, really hard to do, but you only need to do it in a space that you like barely fit through. Otherwise, she's just moving at difficult terrain.
Let me just double check that. It's a small. And that space. Okay. What do we make that jump? Yeah. Yeah. It says many, quote, many tight spaces are difficult terrain that you can move through more quickly and without a check. But it doesn't specify, like, at what point one would start squeezing. I'd like to point out that I'm never wrong, I just lie. If you're okay with her moving half speed, yeah, we can leave her. Alright.
It's an action tax for me to break her out of there.
Give me one moment here. As we wrap you around to the proper portion. Meow. If you look slightly up and to the right, very far to the right, slightly up, you will see in just a moment.
I see my health bar.
Me too.
I see nothing.
This.
Oh,
I see a rock.
A rock!
It's a rock!
Oh my gosh, is the stream not going to be able to see it? That is tragedy.
Is there a door over here? Does this hallway go down 2 squares and then over 2 squares?
I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations. Before you guys move ahead, you continue down the hallway. Stream,
Approximately 150 feet.
I am very, very sorry. It is off. Can I do something about this? Surely I can do something about this. That's the one. There we go. Learning on the fly. You continue to see additional murals. First one was the scene of Karnos and his parents, Karnos being a child or young adult. Now you continue further and see an image of Karnos at the feet of a statuesque, red-skinned Ifriti in golden robes. The plaque states, "Abase yourself as did Karnos before the powerful. Feign useful meekness. Learn in darkness. The embers are yet stoked. Abase yourself, as did Karnos before the powerful. Feign useful meekness. Learn in darkness. The embers are yet stoked.
This is some weird cult shit.
This guy?
Yep.
Nah.
Weird, cool.
Nah. There is one more thing about this particular picture. This part of the mural. As you're looking, the image of Karnas standing before the Afriti in golden robes turns its head in your direction. I need all of you to roll initiative and potentially other things.
What?
Meep, meep.
And I am going to unjoin the tokens there.
Oh yeah, baby. Do we get that bonus, Kashak?
Yeah, every time.
Oh yeah, baby.
Shock.
39, and I'd love to try to demoralize the painting.
Sure, roll it and I'll come back to you. Fearon.
37.
7, Weaver.
You're muted, bud.
42. Thank you.
42, Twinkle Toes.
51.
51. The mural of Karnas begins gliding along the surface of the walls inside of the mural itself, floating up the wall 20 feet high and onto the ceiling above you, wrapping over the edge, now encompassing the ceiling and both walls. I'll give you a token here in just a second. And a torrent of colorful paint explodes from the ceiling. I need Twinkletoes, Kashak, and Weaver to all roll reflex saves. $51. All right.
48 for Weaver.
That'll do.
Okay.
That'll do. 53, and if it's a success, it's a critical success.
All right. All three of you are able to avoid the deluge of paint as it drops onto you, and you're not blinded by the sudden onslaught. Above you, unfortunately, I don't. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I don't have a translucent version of this token. I really tried. Tried a lot of things. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of theater of the mind in this hallway as we kind of figure out where everything is in relation. But this creature is currently 15 feet above you because it wraps around the sides, like centered on the ceiling, 5 feet wide, and then wraps around the sides onto the wall as it's looking down at you. It is now Twinkletoes' turn.
All So if he's wrapped down on the sides, does that mean he's like partially on the same plane as me, or no?
No.
Okay.
He's 5 feet down the sides of the walls.
Okay. And the walls are how many feet tall? Did you say that?
The ceiling is
Sorry.
20 feet tall. It is
Okay.
on the ceiling and wrapped 5 feet down on each side of the wall. It's
I
like
would like to, with my
15 feet up.
Mhm.
first action, climb with my climb speed. I have 25 feet of climb,
okay.
so I would just like to, with my first action, skitter up the wall.
Okay. And for reference,
Second action,
and she's in the front. Are you going left wall or right wall?
I was thinking southern
The one that
wall.
leads to the inside corner.
Yeah.
All right.
And I will go ahead and make a
Can you use a weapon while you're climbing?
Just looking that up.
the cunning climber feat.
Normally you need a free hand.
You need 2 hands free to climb.
Right. Yeah. Is there a feat that you have that lets you?
Yeah, I have the cunning climber ancestry feat.
Oh, well, yeah. If that lets you only need 1 hand to climb.
Cunning climber. While you are climbing a ship's rigging, a jungle tree, or a clock tower. Oh, whether you are actually. Ha, my bad. I was like, that is super specific for feats. You have an uncanny knack for finding footholds and handholds where larger creatures can't. You gain a climb speed of 10 feet.
The feat
Which is
you're thinking
increased.
of is the combat climber feat, which allows you to fight while you're climbing.
The one I'm thinking of?
What?
If you don't have the combat climber feat, I don't think you can use a weapon while you're climbing. I think you need all 4 limbs to climb, regardless of climb speed or not. Climb speed in this game basically just lets you like automatically succeed at a climb check. And
Okay, well
move
then let me
at speed.
pitch something. Can I have climbed up with my rapier in hand, jump off the wall with a little backflip for my second action, and as I'm falling, make a strike?
Now that's a fucking swashbuckler right there.
What's your total climb speed?
So with my half my vivacious speed of plus 15, it's 25 feet of climb speed.
Okay. And so you were trying to advocate that you are climbing with 1 hand free instead of both hands free.
Or the sword's in her teeth while she's climbing, like the hilt is in
Yeah.
her teeth, and then she like
Yeah,
jumps
we could
off
do
and
that.
switches.
Alternatively,
Yeah.
it could be in my retrieval belt, and I could, with a free action, draw it as
True, like while you're falling.
Yeah, I think if that's the case, and you like leap off the wall, try to stab up to the ceiling, and then fall, like I'm cool with that. I'm just trying to make sure we're not like throwing 6 actions into 3. You know what I mean?
I go up. Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
And climbing when we're not
Go,
able to.
draw weapon, hit creature.
Climbing. First
Yeah.
action.
S-
Free
climb-
action, draw weapon. Second action, jump off wall. Acrobatics check. Third
Yeah.
action, stab.
Yeah. Seems kosher to me, and you know, the only iffy part by quote unquote the rules is swinging your sword while falling. So we'll it's swashbuckling.
Bravado.
buckling a swash. What is a swash?
I think I should actually get a bravado bonus
100%.
to the attack.
It's a pretty cool move.
Couldn't agree more.
3, at least.
Literally scaling a wall and then falling off and trying to hit this creature.
Why don't you go ahead and roll an athletics check?
Acrobatics.
Like I said. Yeah, so you're able to get close enough to strike. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. This is just a precise strike. I'm not trying to do any finishers right now. Natural 20, baby.
It was written in the stars.
Just
Natural 20.
It was written in the stars.
Yeah.
could not even conceive of the concept of being punished. Incredible. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
Sure was.
Let me redo that. 79 points of damage.
79 points of damage.
Hell yeah, dog.
We like that.
You stab up into the mural and you watch as the creature reacts in the painting as if it had been stabbed, and gouts of this brilliant white golden liquid begins rushing out and staining the robes down the painting. Let me show you guys what this looks like. It's very cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It unfortunately goes super hard.
The
Unfortunately
crown
for
with
you.
like the swirl around it is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the like not Halo.
Mm-hmm.
After Twinkle Toes is our good buddy Weaver.
So we have to identify the creature.
You don't have to.
Hypothetically.
Recall Knowledge Arcana.
Recall knowledge.
A little natural 19 for you.
What was your total? Sorry.
54.
Creature identification in this game is wild. That is a regular success. This is a creature known as, probably unsurprisingly, a living mural. Whoa! That's wild, you all say, and I'm happy to provide answers, I say. It is
baby?
a painting that is infused with a magical facsimile of life. It is a construct that has been built into the walls themselves. It can move along any contiguous flat surface upon which it was painted, up to and including outside of the bounds of the painting itself. Keep that in mind. You gain 2 pieces of information. What would you like to know?
Weakest save. And
How do we beat it?
yeah, I guess like do we need it to be outside of the painting to kill it?
I was mostly making a joke.
No, I mean that's a good question.
Let's start with weakest save.
Yeah, just answer that for now.
Weakest save is will save.
That's pretty good.
Will, you are not weak. Do not say that about yourself.
Never doubt yourself.
Doubt yourself
Believe
all the
in
time, Will. I'm here to be a hater.
The ceiling falls on just Viren.
What's its like most dangerous attack? I suppose.
By that, I'm going to assume the active ability that it has the most destructive potential with is what you're after.
Yeah.
All of them.
As you're thinking about it, you're realizing that it's not just the depiction of Karnos that is the living mural. It is the entire hallway of paintings. And theoretically, all of them could attack anybody within range at the same time. All of the figures present.
Okay.
That's less than good.
That
It's
is
just a mural.
that is the most dangerous thing that could happen. Do we run for it? Weaver
Wanna kill
calls out. Well, Weaver relays all the info.
I hate destroying art, but it sounds like we're facing some masterpieces.
Yeah, it's actually very easy to get for this combat to be like anathema to some people. This is an interesting combat.
Thankfully, no worshippers of Shaylin here.
Right.
I don't know how
Oh,
Shaylin feels about evil arts. Not really sure where that
Evil
line
living
is
art
drawn.
trying to kill us. Yeah.
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 Made by a guy who bound Celestials, you know?
It's true. She probably wouldn't be down with that either.
All right.
Morazada.
Weaver targets every painting within 120 feet of him that he can see, including the one that's attacking us.
Okay.
He casts Phantasmagoria.
Okay.
So I fill any minds with endless images, like countless dreams and lives colliding with each other.
hmm
Onrushing information that deals a lot of mental damage. And
Okay.
it will save if they take mental damage.
So it's just one painting.
It's a construct.
Only a single painting. Just to clear that air.
That's right. I forgot it was a construct.
But I will roll a will save.
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
It's a 33. Okay.
This is mental damage if it takes mental damage.
What's the spell called again?
Phantasmagoria.
Phantasmagoria.
Yeah.
Phantasmagoria.
67 points of mental
Wow.
And it's also confused until the start of minus.
Confused. That's incredible.
Used. Interesting. There is suddenly a flurry of motion in the walls around you as every single figure depicted begins silently screaming in their painting. $67 points of damage. Is that everything from Weaver? Incredible. Next up, Kashak.
All right. I have no idea how to hunt prey on this target, but I'm gonna do it. I think I'll just pick like the really big one that's been moving, and then call it a day. So I will hunt prey as my first action. Second action, I will enter point blank stance.
Okay.
She rolled a 37. I don't
Okay.
know what the DC here is.
That's probably good enough for a. She doesn't have a climb speed.
No, but she has 30 feet of land movement.
You can move 10 feet, an entire 10 feet up the wall.
Okay, with reach, is that close enough to hit?
You can bite the
The
wall
target.
itself to deal
Okay.
damage to this creature.
She's gonna do that.
I know this is a lot.
Well,
To
I'm
kind of
trying to
mentally
make
think
sure
about.
I'm not doing the
Yes.
wrong thing, but it sounds
No.
like I am doing the right thing, but it sounds super weird. So that's easy
The
enough.
focus, if you will, of the mural is the token. But all of the walls around you in this hallway are part of the mural.
Okay, so she's gonna bite out. Oh, excellent. That is a 49.
That is a hit.
She's gonna deal 33 points of damage. Damage. And then with
Fine.
Kashak's third action, I will loose an arrow at this creature. We were talking about a 52 on the mural.
It's a hit.
Okay. This creature wouldn't happen to be unholy, would it?
No.
Okay. That is 36 points of total damage.
36 points of total damage.
And then with a quickened action, he will strike a claw out at the. Like, he kind of, as he's doing all these other actions, he hears Weaver say, like, the whole thing is the creature, like, the whole mural is the wall. And so he just, like, with a quickened quick strike claw, he just. On the wall. And then
The whole mural.
Not incorrect. Oh my god. Go ahead and roll your damage. Sure is, bud.
What did you say? Alright, you are going to take 6 points of damage now.
I don't like the way you said now.
But you're actually also going to take
Like now.
2d6 bleed damage on your turn. Right? Because it's a crit?
Yeah.
Question mark?
No. No. This thing can't bleed.
It can't bleed.
Therefore, it can't die.
Alright, I won't look at that then. Can you roll a fortitude save, please?
Sure. Does this effect have any traits? Cool. That's a 42 on the fortitude. That's the pin, is it not? DC 10.
Yes, pin.
No, it's my claw strike.
Ah,
Oh, claw.
I'm pretty sure it's unarmed, so brawling. So
Brawling.
please roll me
Or is it
another
like push?
fortitude save.
How would a
Push
mural
the
be
mural.
shoved?
great question. Great question.
Yeah, I was thinking about how my crit effect would be like pinning it to the wall, technically, but I'm like,
Pinning the mural. To
We're
the
not even
side.
gonna go there. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Secondary fortitude is a 34 against your class DC, right?
It is against my class DC. That is a failure. Where the fuck are my claw attacks? Sorry, I don't know this information nearly as well as I thought I would. It is in the brawling group. You are slowed 1 until the end of my next turn.
Whoa.
Incredible.
What?
Amazing.
That is the brawling critical specialization. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, fear it.
Wow. All right. So, Weaver's Recall Knowledge confirmed that this is in fact a creature, and we're not actually facing like a haunt or something.
Yeah, this is a construct. It is a type of magical. Creature might not be the right, in-world word, but it is a creature for the intents and purposes of this game.
Yeah,
It's
It's
not
creature versus not haunt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a haunt, no.
Yeah.
not a spell effect
I've
or something.
experienced way too many paintings actually being haunts.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to confirm that.
I could see how that happens.
Okay, so then I think. I don't know what my first action would be. Will saves being its worst save.
Second.
You know what we're gonna do? Because I haven't used this item in forever. I'm gonna Stone Lance, and with my Shadow Signet, I'm gonna target its Will save BC instead of its AC.
Hell yeah, you are. You're gonna mental stone lance it.
Yeah, because that sounds fun and interesting.
Remember how good that item was before they decided that that item was actually dog shit and is a waste of money? In the remaster?
Well, yeah.
Oh, is it-
If spell attacks were allowed to be a thing more, it would be such a good item. But
Yeah. It was so good when everything was a spell attack and then nothing was a spell attack and you're like, well,
this
okay.
item, not good.
this item sucks.
I'm going to. You know what? I want this to work. I'm going to sure strike Stone.
But I mean,
Sure you are,
imagine,
buddy.
imagine using Shadow Signet on, like, Disintegration. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. There's no justification for this item in like the world, But here we are.
One dice is a 14. The other one, natural 20.
All right.
Heyo!
It's a good thing you used your
That's
Shadow
you.
Signet.
Sure strike, baby.
It's a critical hit.
That's the third critical hit against this creature, which is crazy. This is gonna be
In
so
round
much
one.
damage. Yeah.
Third crit in round 1.
I never remember. I will ask every time. Do I double dice or double the result?
Double the result.
That is 122 points of damage.
Whoa.
Is that every-
It is also pinned to the wall, I think, actually.
It's pinned to itself. If it makes you feel any better, I promise the mural isn't going anywhere right now.
Yeah.
I didn't bother bringing that stuff up.
Incredible. Incredible. You all get paint dropped on your heads and then absolutely unload into the walls and the ceiling with an astounding Alpha Strike round. You watch the figure of Karnas, for all intents and purposes, flying in the air above you on this painted ceiling that looks like blue sky as it crashes into the ground around the corner. The ground physically rumbles, and you hear the clatter of small pieces of stone and plaster hitting the ground, hitting the floor further down in the hallway. You all are out of initiative.
Wow. Just ruined this thing.
All right.
Okay. Was it that easy?
I know. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I think we nuclear bombed this thing.
I think we did nuclear bomb this thing.
So crashing sounds from behind us? Plaster and
Further down into the hallway.
further down. Okay.
Like, you watch as it drops, like, along the far wall and ceiling, like, flying away from you further into the hallway. The figure of Karnas, like, plummets, as if it was dead in the air and falling to the ground further beyond. You feel, because it's not emanating sound, you feel the ground shake, and then you hear the sounds of stone and plaster falling in like a rain and
Mhm.
further down in the hallway.
Okay. That's not good, but okay.
Detect magic for sure. Right now.
Detect magic for sure right now.
Right now.
For sure.
You detect the fading magical signature of the arcane construct. It's in the walls.
It fled.
Fled.
That
Cautious.
sucks.
I'm sure that's fine. Should we continue?
Yes, while it's away.
Yeah, I didn't even get to use my panache.
All right, let's keep moving.
One moment. This one's for you, Jack.
Yes.
An inverse S from the last set of
Ugh.
S's we had. You continue further down. And you see two very distinct things. One, there is an image of Karnas in chains below the gaze of a trio of purple-skinned night hags astride flaming nightmares.
Hell yeah.
The tagline: when unable to challenge your circumstances, humble yourself and survive, biding your time to take revenge later. When unable to challenge your circumstances, humble yourself and survive, biding your time to take revenge later. The second thing you see,
It's a self-destruction book.
Twinkle Toes, is that image of Karnas that you are fighting, kind of the face of the living mural, crashed into the ground on this corner. Like back up against, leaning on the corner of the wall where it turns. And as you look beyond the hallway, around the corner here, I'll reveal it for you. You can see the mural did continue, but has been shattered into tiny, tiny pieces from the death of the mural.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
so we lost the rest of it. I was really looking forward to lesson number 6. That's where they say it gets really good.
He's like panting there on the corner, you said?
Dead, for all intents and purposes.
Oh.
Gross. Shall we?
Yep.
Can take a look at the door here.
The door.
The door. Perception check is a 55. Natix 1 zone.
Sure.
Why is we
First-
upside down?
It wants to be.
Doing like a Spider-Man thing?
Can't you just let a guy be upside down for a little bit?
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Wizard
know,
thing.
your token's not upside down, along with Twinkle Toes.
Because of my inner ear, bro.
and
It's a gravity, man.
cheat.
Wait, how do you? I forget how you make the token change. There's a keystroke
mean?
for that. I forget what it is.
See, now I'm this way. Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy right now.
We can do it. now.
As far as Kashak can tell, the door is untrapped.
How do you do?
Alright, Kashak will walk on the ceiling. And then upside down, he'll open the door.
Okay, Mr. Gecko Toes.
God damn it! I don't remember how to do it.
I can't tell if you're memeing or not, but the ceilings are 20 feet high and the door is not.
Alright, I'll come down. Plus, I'm wearing shoes.
Why are you wearing shoes?
My magic shoes.
All right.
He had this whole
Making me-
thing where he put on
making me
shoes
fat?
for the first time, remember?
No, I don't.
I got 10 more feet to my speed, but I lost my gecko pads.
Jack Kashak still only has 2 feet.
Tragic.
It's true. He'll walk on his hands and open the door with his new shoes.
Sure. Were these boots made for walking or were they made for opening doors? Let's
They're
find
made for
out.
kicking down doors.
That's just what they'll do.
Ah.
Oh, could I keep like not doing this because I'm like in my head. Okay, could I roll a stealth check for an avoid notice here? Because like Kashak is always avoiding notice mechanically, like he's doing another exploration and maneuver and avoid notice always.
Mhm.
So let me just give you that stealth check for like
Sure.
avoid notice. 42.
42.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to preface this by saying you did just feel the ground shake from the destruction of the mural.
No, yeah, he's not under any illusion that like people wouldn't know we're here. It's just like he doesn't want people to hear
Cool.
him opening the door right now necessarily.
Gotcha. You open the door to see a large chamber beyond. Time has not been kind to this space. A fine layer of ash an inch deep covers its smooth, polished floor. Skeletal remains lie scattered about the flagstone tiles, each ancient corpse splayed in a virtually identical, eerily ritualistic fashion. To the west, an alcove contains a ruined collection of what might been altars. Might have been altars. And standing before the altars are three creatures, looking eagerly at the door.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
The coven.
Uh-oh.
The first one, closest to you,
Does nothing.
okay, screams something in a strange language that somehow you understand.
Oh no.
It's that sensation where you know whatever they are saying is not in common, but the meaning is imparted upon you. And it just yells, "Yes! Finally! Finally, someone to kill me!" As it draws a broadsword and charges at you.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, baby.
I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
What is happening?
Scout's
Dude,
warning.
They've just been so bored.
Kashak.
I have a 39 initiative. I'd love to also roll to demoralize this creature.
By all means.
That is a... Oh, shit. That's a... that is a 38 intimidation against their will DC.
They seem unaffected.
That makes sense. That makes
Fear
sense.
it.
I rolled a 42.
42. Weaver.
46.
46. Twinkle Toes.
I also rolled a 39. I'll go after Kashak.
Okay. One moment. Kashak, you were rolling stealth for your initiative?
Stealth and perception are the same. Oh, no, they're not, actually. I can roll stealth. That would actually be better.
Just use the modifier.
It'd be 2 more than what I
So
rolled.
41.
41.
Okay.
Okay. Incredible. Let me just get some numbers here.
I don't really know how that would work with, like, the legendary sneak thing. Because, like, I'm using 2 exploration tactics, right? I'm avoiding notice and doing something else. So, like, I might be scouting and avoiding notice. So, I don't know. It's, doesn't matter. But something to think about.
I would assume, yeah. Yeah. I would assume since you're, like, opening the door quietly, you'd use stealth. Yeah. The creature directly across from you is surprisingly going first. It will draw its greatsword. It will run up towards you. Does it run or does it fly? It flies like a missile
Oh.
straight at your face.
And
And it will attempt to hit you with a greatsword. That is a 43 to hit.
that is a hit.
Okay. You're going to take 42 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
You're going to take an additional... an additional 5 spirit damage. and it's going to attempt a recall knowledge against you to see if you have any weaknesses.
Whoa. That's I love that that's happening against them.
I do not have any weaknesses.
But
That's so.
it might
funny.
gain false information, Jack.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted you as my GM to know that I have no weaknesses.
That's so.
Stop metagaming.
That's how effectively I build my character, is that Kashak has no weaknesses.
Then you're just going to take an additional 3 points of spirit damage.
What the fuck?
Well, it would have been 3 points of whatever your weakness damage is, but you don't have any weaknesses, so that's good for you.
Are these things thaumaturges?
Kind of. With that ability, yeah. Kind of. The pre-thaumaturge.
Yeah, that's for the playtest thaumaturge.
That is its turn. The one at the top goes next. And Kashak, you just hear him muttering, "Suffering, suffering, suffering,"
Hell yeah.
as he slowly raises a hand in your direction. And a wall of chromatic light erupts in the space, the intersection behind Kashak. Da-da! Da-da-da! Next up is Weaver.
So what's in front of me again?
A wall
Not a wall.
of fancy colored lights. You can roll recall knowledge if you would like to.
Isn't it the same wall that we saw?
Who's to say?
I'll recall knowledge on the wall. Arcana, natural 20, so a billion.
We have been rolling so well tonight as well.
Rocks.
This is chromatic wall.
Yeah.
So 3-action cast. This version, you can see, is the heightened version.
Fuck.
So it's got the first 4 OG colors. Wait, how does this one work again? You can know spell duration is increased with roll 1d8 to determine the wall's color. Oh yeah, I've got to roll the color here. So as it like fizzles, it comes into solidifies into a single color of a brilliant green, which you know deals poison damage and enfeebles anyone that passes through it, utilizing a basic fortitude save to negate. Yes. Yeah. You would need a pass wall spell to counteract.
There we I don't have that.
I think Weaver does.
I
think
I
Weaver
have
does.
the spell pass wall prepared.
And he's-
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Weaver's going to delay.
You've already taken an action you cannot delay.
I am furious about that.
You can ready an action, but only a single action.
You're right. Okay.
And just to be clear, Will, I think it'd be something that's common knowledge. There are some spells I prepare just every day and always have. pass wall, wall of stone, spells like that. They're just always on my list, and I think the whole party would know that.
Sure.
I knew Ben prepares pass wall every time because like we've used it before. Like we've used it a
Yeah.
bunch, and it comes up a lot in conversation.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna rake you over the coals on it. You also said it last week when we had the same conversation about the prismatic wall.
Can I get a 20-foot aura
20-foot aura?
or a 20-foot area?
Or excuse me, it's called Magic Passage.
Mm.
The new one.
So you don't have pass wall prepared.
I don't.
Or you do have pass wall prepared, and I really wish you prepared Magic Passage.
Pick the wrong answer, please. You need a 20-foot radius, you say?
Yes.
You say, hopefully. What color would you like your radius to be?
Red.
Red. Does this say...
Right, for radius.
Does this say da-da-da-da-da-da-da fireball?
Tequila.
Nice 8th level fireball. Chill.
8th level fireball. All right.
8th level. 'Cause I hate you.
Oh, okay. Dog. That's sick.
I'm just kidding. I'm talking
Next
about-
time, I'm not gonna kill a character. I'm gonna kill a PC. How's that sound? Or a player, I mean.
There we go. Beautiful. No.
What can you? What can
No,
you?
I don't like that because I'm the closest one.
What can you see, big dog? Talk to me about
Go
your
up.
line of sight.
Go up and right. No. Don't give me that.
What can you see, my guy? Okay, you can see that intersection. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Can you see through chromatic wall?
Yeah, surely you can. Does he have line of effect through it? I don't know.
Create an opaque.
Oh.
Definition of opaque:
Opaque's not a
not
good
able to be
word.
seen through, not transparent.
It's not a good word for this.
You do not have line of effect to the other side of the wall.
Sounds like you're readying an action. Or nothing. I hope you're hungry. For nothing.
Yeah. Big old nothing burger. That's so fun. This is fun.
And then you want to draw on your turn? And then you can take out your hands or anything, and take out your pockets.
Yeah, Weaver's gonna take out a scroll.
Okay.
Specifically, he's gonna take out a 7th level fireball scroll.
If I waste one more turn, he'll go down to 6th level fireball.
And then I'll cast my favorite focus spell, which I can't remember. Protect the boards.
Yeah, you do.
And I'll free action sustain it, so it goes to 10 feet or
Yeah, you do, bud. There it is. There it is.
Does that affect me?
Yep.
Does it go through the wall?
Oh no.
That's the GM question for sure.
We can see if it comes up for my AC or not. We'll see if it matters, but I'm also probably gonna move on my turn, so I wouldn't worry about it. He's still gonna worry about it, isn't he? He's worrying about it.
Yep.
Next up. Weaver. Fearin.
I am going to have a very simple turn. I'm going to move to here, and with the knowledge imparted to me from Weaver, I'm going to cast Magic Passage on the wall.
Nice.
You like raise a hand inches off of the shimmering green in front of you, smelling that acrid scent that stings your nose. You cast the spell and you watch as a pinprick hole appears. You see the back of Gashak's head, and then it slowly grows and grows and grows. eating out the center of the entire wall itself. The expanding diameter of the circle grows faster and faster before, in an instant, the rest of the wall just disappears from existence.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Kashak, you are up.
All right, Kashak is going to hunt this creature directly in front of him
Yeah.
with a free action.
Seems
He will then
reasonable.
perform an interesting maneuver, an unobstructed shot. So I will attempt to shove this creature, and then in the same maneuver, strike it with my bow.
Incredible.
Here's a shove attempt. Needed that good roll. 42 against Fortitude DC to shove the creature.
42 is not going to do it.
Pooper.
Whoa.
Scooper. I still strike it at the same multiple attack penalty. So here we go. Ranged attack here. Screw it. Hero point. It's 940. Roll 3. Perfect. That is a 53. Natural 19.
Whoa, good economy there.
Love that.
Sorry, it was a natural 20, you said?
Natural 19 for a 53.
53! That is a critical hit.
Hell yeah. Okay. Is this creature unholy?
I'm glad you asked. It is actually not unholy.
That's pretty crazy.
That's what I
That
think.
plus that. I think this is right. Sorry, hold on, really quick. All right, 114 points damage total.
Holy crap.
Jeez.
I would like for this creature to roll a Fortitude save.
While Will's doing that fortitude save, you want to know something that's still very upsetting?
Yeah.
That is not the single highest damage, even close. And you want to know what it is? It's from
Oh, it's
12th level. From 12th level.
Astro.
Astro spell strike of something.
Spell strike crit from Bastro at 12th
I mean, yeah.
level.
The Magus is the nuclear bomb
What
class.
spell was it? I can't even remember.
I didn't write down what spell, but it was against a nerve.
Shocking grasp, probably.
It's probably shocking.
Die.
Grasp. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Almost
honestly.
certainly.
Pre remastered Shocking Grasp when it was unreasonable.
Yeah, it was like 18-12 back then or something.
Yeah.
154 points of damage at level 12.
Well, I'm going to save you the time. It's a DC 27 Fortitude save. I think you couldn't fail that if you tried. I can't Battle Cry as a free action because I've already tried to demoralize a creature. It's immune. It is, however, pinned.
Pinned. It looks down at the arrow, now like sticking out through its calf and into the ground. Just looks back up at you with a big grin on its face and just says, "Yes! Yes! Rip out my essence!" Good. Is that everything from Kushak?
A unobstructed shot.
Oh, yeah, let me get you hunted here.
Oh, I should have mentioned point blank stance before that. You know what? I saw that doesn't matter. I'll put onto point blank stance. I'll do the unobstructed shot. That's my full turn, and then I will quickened claw strike this creature with my. Jump.
What a martial character this guy is. What's going on here? Is this a flurry ranger?
Basically. Unobstructed shot is only one thing for the multiple attack penalty. I do the shove and the strike at the same map, and then it's only one attack for.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Isn't that crazy?
That is incredible.
It's so wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had to read that like 6 times to be sure I was not fucking that up. So that's a 40 unarmed strike against this creature.
40 unarmed strike will hit.
Okay, perfect. So you'll have to deal with 1d6 bleed on your turn. And if I could ask you to deal with 29 points of damage right now, I would sincerely appreciate it.
Okay.
And that is the end. Sheathra moves like 5 feet down the hallway, and that's it.
Sorry,
That's
what
the
did you
motion.
what did you need me to do now?
I need 1d6 bleed on your turn, on this creature's turn.
Thank you. I will
If
do
you
my
can bleed.
best.
I heard
to
creatures in here
remember.
can't bleed sometimes, so
That's a wild thing to say when you were hitting a painting. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
When your first option was ooze and your second option was painting, and the ooze did bleed. The ooze did bleed. We found that out together. Okay, incredible. Next up is Twinkle Toes. In front of other people.
I am going
Surprising.
to first action draw a potion of quickness. Free action potion of quickness from my retrieval belt. First action drink it.
Okay.
So I will gain an action on my next turn. Second action, walls down now.
Yeah.
Wall is down.
down.
10. Is it difficult terrain going through my friends?
Not at all.
first? No? 5, 10, 15, tumble through to the other side.
Okay.
Tumble through to the other side.
That'll be a 50 acrobatics.
Against their reflex DC, a 50 is a critical success.
Yo, they are off guard to me, which they would be already. That was my second action. My third action, I will go ahead and make a perfect finisher.
And you have my 3d8.
Mm-hmm. Oh, natural 1 and a natural 6 for a 40 to hit.
A 40 will hit.
Off guard, hell yeah.
Alright.
Damn, this thing's fortitude DC is cracked then, compared to its AC.
Okay. Finisher with Brilliant Rapier and Hunt a Target. Stop moving. Sorry. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Okay. My bad. 50 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's the end of my
50
turn.
Yeah.
All right. It is now this creature's turn.
Which one?
This creature's turn.
Hurt.
It stares intently at Twinkletoes. Its eyes begin burrowing into her soul. Twinkletoes, I need you. Let's roll a fortitude save.
Is it casting a spell?
I'm gonna hear a point.
Hold on.
No, it is not.
No. Okay, never mind.
Oh, 7 to a 17. Beautiful.
It's 2 hero points out of the
43.
Twinkletoes.
That's only one. That's only one hero point out of me.
You used one earlier.
I said I was going to, and then I didn't because Ben rolled better.
That did happen.
Okay.
I was there for that.
It's a 43 fortitude.
43 Fortitude is a regular success. You are going to take half damage. It's a weird amount of damage. You're going to take a total, and this is already halved, of 15 points of spirit damage as its gaze begins to eat away at the fabric of your soul.
Okay.
That's its first action. Second action, it is going to shoot a ray of light at your back.
Is this the spell?
No.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Whoa.
That is a
must be, like, cutting
45
on
to
it.
hit.
That hits.
Okay. You're going to take 26 points of spirit damage.
Okay.
Ray of spirit damage?
Ray of spirit damage.
Ray of spirit?
I don't have much to work with here for transitioning from.
Except ray of spirit.
Could have targeted you, bud. Relax.
Yeah, good.
It's then going to roll a recall knowledge to see if you have a weakness.
So funny. And this is so
Why?
funny.
Why is this on the creatures? I'm so curious what they were trying to do with this.
It's so funny. I think it's obvious what they're trying to do with it.
But like, you know, what?
I am weak to little bitches, but
Yeah.
other than that,
So,
like,
what are you gonna do
no.
about that, huh? Is that where your attack came from?
Hey, Will, you just got.
You gonna trigger that weakness?
God.
No.
That triggers the GM's got weakness.
That triggers me, bro.
Will just took
Fucking
a
crashing
major
out over here.
damage.
It's then going to draw a great sword.
Wait, that was 4 actions.
According to whom?
You said it did the thing to me on its first action, and then
Yeah.
it shot its ray of spirit damage, and then it recalled knowledge, and then it drew its sword.
I think
Oh,
it's
no,
a
no,
free
no.
action to
The
recall
recall knowledge was part of hitting you with the ray of light.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Understood.
I highly recommend not trying to count creature actions because they cheat more than you guys do in terms of action economy.
So much action compression.
Yeah, no, I get that. You just said actions.
It was weird when
in
you said
such
with
a
its
way.
4th action, it draws its greatsword. That was
With
weird.
its
Yeah.
7th
Yeah.
action, it throws it at you. That is the end of round 1, and as these 3 creatures beg for you to quash their existence while bashing you in the face with rays of spirit light and great swords, that is where we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll pick up at the top of round 2 of this interesting combat next week. Actually, not next week, the following week. Have a good week, everybody.
This